which of the following graphs is narrower than this graph? So I'm looking for one that is narrow. Now, one of the things that you have to remember is that we can do it graphically, such as using the graph from number 16, or just building our graph, or doing it in a separate piece of paper. If you're going to do it in a separate piece of paper, make sure you show me some type of work. But for now, you can go ahead and build it on number 16. Here's my graph. And I'm going to find one graph that's narrow. Now, the fact that's narrow, the location of the graph will not matter. So therefore, I'm going to assume they're not 0, 0. I'm going to assume that the vertex is 0, 0 for each one. And since I need to compare whether they're narrow or wider, I'm going to assume that the A value is going to be positive. Because if one of them is facing up and the other one is facing down, it's going to be challenging to compare. Sometimes it will be challenging if they're too close together. So in this case, my slope is 1. We're still working with a linear equation, but in this case it's an absolute value. So my slope is 1 over 1. So from 0, 0, it's going to be up 1 and to the right 1. And I'll place it in red. Up 1 to the right 1. And the second will be up 1 to the left 1. That is the one that we need to compare it to. And I want to look for one that is narrow. Letter A is up 5 to the right 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you notice, this one's going to be wider. And over to the opposite side, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that one's wider. That's not it. Letter B is up 3 to the right 2. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and up 2. Remember to repeat your slope if you are able to make a better graph. So this one is narrower. So therefore your answer is letter B. Now for letter C, the slope is 1 over 1, so it will be exactly the same. Now, one of the things that you also want to memorize is that whenever it's narrower, then the value of A will be larger. The absolute value of A. So in this case, it's 1. A number bigger than 1 will be 3 halves, because that's 1.1. So therefore, your answer is B.